Good morning, students. Today we are going to study experiment number 2 from your journal, which you can see to study the dependence of current and potential difference. So this is nothing but verification of Ohm's law. So you can see here circuit voltage and resistance are parallel to each other, and here ammeter is attached, here key is there, here cells are there, and here rheostat is there. Students, so these connections are exactly similar with the diagram which is given in the textbook. As you can see here, voltmeter and resistor are parallel to each other, and this resistor is in series with the ammeter. So same thing you can see here, this resistor and voltmeter are parallel to each other, okay, and ammeter is in series with the resistor, okay. See, it is directly connected to the ammeter. Now here this ammeter is again in series with the key. So here we can on and off, this is the key. Instead of plug key we are using a switch. So one more thing is that here battery is not used because directly we are supplying electricity, it is electrical component. So here instead of this battery is not there, that's why directly electrical connection is there, which is directly there in the circuit. So, and this is the resistance, changing resistance, variable resistance. Means if you change this resistance, the amount of current will be also changing and voltage will also change, because you know the equation V is equal to IR. So this resistance is changing both current and voltage. So therefore this is changing resistance is given. So for changing the current, if we change the resistance, this current will also change. Okay. So this is known as rheostat. So what are the main components? Rheostat, resistor, voltmeter, milliammeter, and this is key or switch. And instead of battery, our direct electrical supply is there. So this is our arrangement. Now we will see the practical. Means our least count is 0 for milliammeter also and for voltmeter also. So it means our instrument is correct, there is no problem. Now we have plugged switch on this. Now whenever we on this and we change the resistance, this will also change. You can see whenever I am changing the rheostat resistance from the rheostat, you can see milliammeter is also showing the reading, and at the same time voltmeter is also showing the change. You can see, okay. So now we will take different readings for different value of current. So here first reading, so here let us take first as 25 milliampere. So second column we will multiply into 10 raised to minus 3 so that it will be converted to ampere. Okay. Now here actual reading and corrected reading, this column we don't have to use, only we are converting this. So no need to take these two readings. We are taking actual reading only, this is the corrected reading only. Now voltmeter also we will take the single reading only. Now let us adjust current to 25 milliampere. So here you can see 0 to 50 is shown. So we have adjusted up to 25. Yes, you can see we have taken 25. Now at the same time here you can see voltage is also 1. Between 0 and 2 voltage is 1, means 1 volts. So here we will write the same thing, 1 volts. 1 volt is our first reading. Okay. Now corrected reading is also same. If the reading is not showing the same pattern, then we have to use this column. Okay. So initially we will not use this column. Now let us change this milliampere to 50 milliamperes. So here you can see we have adjusted current to 50 ampere by changing the rheostat. As the resistance changes, current also changes. Now you can see voltage is also changed, it is coming 2 volts. Okay, so we will write this. See, now it is 50 milliampere, and 50 milliampere, if we want to convert to ampere, 50 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. Now reading is 2 volts. So you can see as we are increasing current from with the difference of 25 milliamperes, the voltage is changing to 1 volt. So it is milliampere, that's why here difference is more. It is voltage, it is not millivolt. So that's why we have converted to amperes. Now let us see two, three more readings. Now we will take 75 milliampere. Now you can see the reading is 75 milliampere. Yes. Now here also you can see the reading is 3 volts. So for 75 milliampere, the reading is 3 volts. So here also you can see difference is 25, here difference is 1. So no need to again take the reading. If difference is not same, then we have to correct the reading manually. So here corrected reading is also same. Now last two readings. Okay. Now we will take current as 100 milliampere, and then we will see the voltage. Voltage is now here. Now voltage is not showing exactly 4. Now we have to take corrected reading as 4. See, actual reading is nearly 2.8. Sorry, 3. See, here actual reading is what? Nearly 3 point something. So 3 point we will take as 3.5, but it should come as 4. So see here 100 milliampere, then convert into amperes. So here actual reading is what? 3.5. So here you can see the difference is not maintained. So here we can take it as 4 volt because the trend should be maintained. So due to some defects it is not showing correct reading. So here correct reading is needed. Okay, so here no need to write correct reading. Now last reading. So last reading is 125 milliampere. So yes, 125. Now we have taken 125 milliampere and the reading is showing 4 point something. Here you can see this is 4 and then 5 and then 6. But it should come as 5, but it is not showing 5. It is showing 4.5. So here, see 125 milliampere is current. Then again we have to multiply by 10 raised to minus 3. Then it is showing 4.5. But actual reading should come as 5 because you can see the change in resistance, change in voltage should be 1 volt because it is directly proportional. So as the current increase, the voltage should also increase in the same way. So here, so students, let us see calculation part of this experiment. We have understood this experiment how to do. Now, one more thing you have to remember, you have to write the name of the electrical components in this diagram: resistor, voltmeter, ammeter, battery and key. So we have seen everything here. Now see the last column. We have to take the ratio of voltage and current. So first case we have seen voltage is what? 1 volt and current is 25 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So by taking this ratio, we are getting answer as 0.04. 1 upon 25 is 0.04 and into 10 raised to minus 3 is in denominator, it will become 10 raised to plus 3. So this 0.04 into 10 raised to 3 is nothing but 40 ohms. See like this, 0.04 is equal to 4 upon 100 and 10 raised to 3 means 1000. So this 2 zeros and 2 zeros will cut down. So 4 into 10, 40 ohms. So here in each and every case we will get the same answer because you can see ratio is same. Here it is increasing by 1, here it is increasing by 25. So 1 upon 25 is nothing but 2 upon 50, 3 upon 75, here 4 upon 100. So you have to simply take this reading as it is for all the rows. Okay. So our constant resistance is 40 ohms. So here you can write in the observation table, mean value of resistance is 40 ohms. Now let us see how to plot the graph of this experiment. See, first thing you have to draw x-axis and y-axis. So we have to plot the graph of V versus I. So let us take V on the x-axis, that is voltage. What is the voltage? Voltage is starting from 1 and it is ending to 5. So we can take more also. So voltage is x-axis 1 unit is equal 1 volt is equal to 1 unit. See, in 1 unit means that you know that this square box is 1 unit, and here in experiment while drawing the graph we are using this scale. So x-axis 1 volt is equal to 1 unit, and in y-axis 25 milliampere, that is 25 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere is equal to 1 unit, because in current you can see it is starting from 25, then 50, 75. So you have to take the multiples of 25 so that it will be easy to draw. So here x-axis we have seen, and y-axis 25 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere is equal to 1 unit, means here 25, then 50, 75, 100, etc. Now simply join the points. For 1 volt, how much is the reading? 1 volt, the reading is 25 into 10 raised to minus 3. So here 1 volt is 25. See here into 10 raised to minus 3 we cannot write here due to less space. So here 1 volt reading is 25. So we have put the dot here. In the same way for 2 volt reading is 50. So we have put the dot here. You can see 2 volt the reading is 50. Now for 3 volt it is 75. Then for 4 volt it is 100. For 5 volt it is 125. So in this way we have put the dot and circled the dot. Then we have joined these dots. So by joining these dots we are getting a straight line. It means that voltage and current are increasing both at the same time in a fixed ratio. And see, this straight line is showing the resistance. So resistance is nothing but the ratio of V upon I, which is constant. So we have seen the constant resistance value is 40 ohms. Okay. So we can also find the resistance by using this graph, by finding its slope, but that is in higher classes, so we will not do it now. Now let us see the inference. First, the electric current flowing through the circuit varies directly with the voltage. See, electric current is increasing, the voltage is also increasing, so it varies directly with the voltage. Next, the value of unknown resistance is dash, so it is 40 ohms. We have find out 0.04 into 10 raised to 3 means nothing but 40 ohms. Now last third point, graph between V and I is what? Is a straight line. So graph between V and I is a straight line. So now these MCQ you can do at your own. It is very simple. For example, when the resistance of the conductor increases, the current will decrease. Okay, resistance is obstacle for flow of current. So as the resistance increases, obviously the current will decrease. So in this way you can do these MCQs and these short answers. I hope you understood this topic, students. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.